You planned a route in Google My Maps and can't navigate it in Google Maps? This is not a bug. In this video, I explain why that happens and how you can continue working with that route. If you came here from my video about custom routes in Google My Maps, this is exactly the missing explanation. In that video, I show how to create those routes. Here, we clarify why you can't start them in Google Maps. For many people, Google My Maps looks like a regular route planner. You see a map, you set a start and an end point, and you draw a route along roads and paths. In the end, there is a route that looks like any other route you would normally navigate. And this is exactly where the frustration starts. Everything looks like you should be able to press start and go. But that doesn't happen. The reason is not a broken feature and not a hidden error. Google My Maps is not designed to guide you. It is designed to show you something. My Maps is a tool for planning and documentation. You record where places are, how routes run, and how things are connected. You build your own map that you can view, share, and open again later. The fact that you can draw routes along roads and paths creates this false expectation. The line looks like a navigation route, but it is only a visual representation of your work. You can think of it like a route drawn on a paper map. It shows the path, but it does not take over the task of actively guiding you along it. If you look at how Google My Maps is described by Google itself, this behavior fits perfectly. Google does not talk about navigation, turn-by-turn routing, or guidance. My Maps is meant to create custom maps, to collect places, to make routes visible, to structure information, and to share maps with others or work on them together. You can add points, draw lines, mark areas, use symbols and colors. You can add photos, organize maps, and access them in the Google Maps app while on the go. But nowhere is it meant to actively guide you. And that is exactly why a route drawn in My Maps does not work as navigation in Google Maps. Google My Maps does exactly what it is designed to do. It shows information. It does not guide you. What matters is not the tool, but the information you collected with it. At this point, the promise from the beginning of this video is fulfilled. The work you put into this was not wasted. And this information can be reused. What you do instead is very simple. You take the information from Google My Maps and pass it on to a navigation system or route planner that can work with such routes. That is exactly what the export function is for. Google My Maps allows you to export your map or individual layers as a file. This file contains all the points and routes you created. Typical destinations for such an export are applications like Komoot, Garmin Basecamp, and similar tools. These systems can take over this information and use it as a route that actually guides you while you are on the move. When exporting, there is one important detail about the file format used by Google My Maps. Google My Maps exports its data as KML or KMZ. Some navigation systems can work with this format directly, others cannot. Programs like Garmin Basecamp handle this format very well. If a system only accepts GPX, the file has to be converted first. I explain how that works in separate videos. I hope this video helped reduce your frustration. You now know what Google My Maps really is, why this route is not navigable, and why the work you invested was not wasted. You can find more helpful videos here on the channel. For example, my step-by-step tutorial series for Komoot. A dedicated step-by-step series for Google My Maps is also planned. If you don't want to miss videos like this, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.